teacups, what's room? Welcome back to the channel. Your favourite edgelord here, apparently. Lucky me. Today Chantal, well actually technically yesterday Chantal went live and chatted to the camera for a while. I have tried to watch the live, but man, I found it hard. For some reason sometimes I just find it hard. But fortunately Barbecue Chicken did put, I want to say it's 13, yeah, not even 13 minutes. Of a cut down of the live, which is a lot more manageable, so we're going to be reacting to that today. Now technically I could have looked at this yesterday after I'd finished editing, but enough was enough, you know? So I figured it's 7:30 p.m. She hasn't yet posted whatever direct she's going to post today, so we give this a go.
This is why I don't cook at the hijab. If you want, I can do recorded cooking videos so I can pause and swear and edit that out. Yeah, this looks clean.
Ugh. 1, please put something under where you're cooking. 2, yes, you could do recorded videos. You could edit them. It's you not being bothered, not us asking for something different. And 3, it's hot in Kuwait. I don't mind you sweating. I would fully expect you to do so. God knows I sweat here in Oman. But let's not blame the cooking for that, shall we? Let's blame the movement where it belongs.
Oh, go yourself, Anna.
Oh, lovely. What? Where am I on this? 2 minutes 16. If she gets me demonetized, I swear to God, I might end up cutting that out. But what a lovely way to talk to your people. I don't have the chat on at the moment. It wasn't included in this. But likely, if I remember from the beginning that I did watch, it was people being like, hey there, you had a major diabetic incident. You ended up in the emergency room. Maybe not bread. But as I say, Foodie knows best with all nutrition. She did also, I forgot to mention this at the start, post something from TikTok as proof. Apparently there's a dietitian on there who was saying, you know, she was saying, oh, well, you can't eat these things. People think it's carbs. It's also carbs. She does have an array of problems that could be causing issues and likely are causing issues. And unfortunately for her, learning to eat for all of them is going to be really difficult and probably would have been challenging. Even without food issues, it would be challenging, which she seems to come to that conclusion as this goes on. But she was very in people's face at the beginning of this.
I guess eating and having dinner, period, is triggering for some people. Go down. I like go F yourself more. I know it's not very nice or Muslim of me, but I don't give a shit.
You're the one presenting yourself as Modest Miriam, and I don't know what to tell you. You're also the one who came on looking for sympathy when you had that medical event, so don't be shocked that people talk about it. Remember how you were going to take all your health offline? This is not an example of doing that.
My Foodie's in a moody. Crazy.
Foodie is in a moody as she puts wedges of cheese on her bread.
Sometimes you just have to tell people to F off. I'm telling you, it's therapeutic. I know I shouldn't be promoting that, but whatever. No, the doctor told me.
Yeah, nothing she says has real meaning. She doesn't believe any of it.
We get insulin B's like later, like in the evening. So I don't have to take it before every meal.
Yeah, did the doctor use the term insulin B's? I'm guessing he was slightly more professional. And though you wouldn't know it from the ongoings of this, he probably also gave her more specific instructions in how to administer this insulin. But no, we don't see evidence of that.
But I think I have to call the pharmacist again. All the syringes I have.
Wow.
No, they're not dietitians. Give me a break. So the person on TikTok who's a certified dietitian and has like thousands of videos is not a dietitian. But this one person with a weird selfie in my comment is a friggin' dietitian.
It could be both. It's perfectly possible for people in your audience to have expertise. But Foodie would be the first to defend herself as everyone being unique and different, and therefore mass advice can't apply to her. So why she's suddenly taking the word of this TikTok person as if all advice applies to everyone equally, I'm not sure. Probably because it fits what she wants to do.
They're gonna be like, so how's it going? I don't know, I just injected yesterday. How do I not care about my effing health? I've spent time in the hospital, I have appointments I'm going to. I lost 17 kg, can you shut your mouth or be blocked? Thank you.
Jeez, was she just hangry? Look at the dead-eyed stare. Was she just hangry? Who knows? Just annoyed at the world that she actually has to do something about her health? And that question came directly after she had just said, just whined about the doctor. She's got an appointment, oh, it must have been today actually, saying, oh, how's the injection going? I don't know, I've just done it. Okay, well, what are your impressions? Did you have any major side effects at first? This video itself shows her going, hey, it went up by 3 points. I don't understand. That would be a question to ask the doctor. She doesn't seem to understand how to use this medication correctly. I'm not saying I know how. I've never taken insulin, but Yes, using it has brought up some questions. That's why you have the appointment.
What the fuck more do you want from me? I'm eating vegetable lentil soup I made even though I'm
Foodie, swear jar, man. I'm not sitting here pretending to be Muslim.
sick. Seriously, I don't get it. So that's self-employed. He can work whenever the hell he wants.
He can,
Laughing
yeah.
at self-employed. Again. How did he live before me? Can you answer that? Then I'll believe. And then, yes, you can say what you want.
We can never say what we want without her raging, but Salah did live before her. He seems to have lived in more reduced circumstances than he currently lives in. So financially, she seems to have been better for him, which is really the point people are making. But he lived before her. I also, to give him complete credit, doesn't feel right, but I do also forget sometimes that there is quite a big age gap between them. So generally speaking in life, the difference to him being single and younger and him being supposedly married and having a shared income in that way would be rather big.
I'll be here for quite a while. Don't you worry about that.
Rage Pinky.
Ayana. Oh yeah, Pondu. Goodbye, fucking loser. See ya.
Calm yourself, man.
Dickhead. Alright, so.
If you ever wonder why her viewership is going down and people look for reactors and they're like, oh, it's because you just want to be mean to me. Well, you're not exactly being the picture of happiness to everyone else.
Only subscribers can message now, and there's a freaking time limit. There's like a 5-second delay. How do you feel about Yaba throwing a funeral? How about she throws a funeral for her late baby daddy, who was a drug addict and left 2 kids alone with a stepmother who thinks they're unfortunate looking?
All right, before you grin like that, didn't you tell us you were addicted to cocaine? And that was because you wanted to eat. Making fun of kids whose parent passed away, no matter what the circumstances, is pretty low. But as she likes to say, people go low, she goes lower. Now, I'm personally of the belief that if you are going to react, don't be shocked that she gets angry back. Like, I do think, like, the lawsuits and all the infighting goes a bit too fast sometimes, but also, let's think about what we're saying here.
I'll be alive longer than you, bitch. Cabbage Patch, thank you.
Let's just clip, where are we? 2 minutes 42, if anyone needs that back to refer to.
People are ignorant. Tammy Slayton had a fucking trach because she couldn't breathe, and she turned her life around.
Tammy Slayton went to a TV network, presumably got them to pay for everything, and was under, presumably, a team of doctors. She also had surgery, which you will not have.
You're going to try and predict when people are going to live or die? Well, I'm on the mend, so guess what?
Oh, yeah. On the mend for the moment, still with kidney problems, still now taking insulin. Every time she gets out of acute immediate danger, her general chronic condition is worse. There's only so many times you can do that.
Yeah. Yes, it does worry me, light. That's why I went to the hospital. No, I danced around for glee.
You waited days. You told us you waited days. You knew exactly what was going on. You knew how serious it could get, and you still waited days.
People who live in the reality? What reality? All they do is make up shit. According to them, I'm supposed to be kicked out of Kuwait right now, dumbass.
They're talking about your health at the moment, but actually there was a deadline for immigrant workers. There is some confusion, but if she was more honest about her status, there'd be less.
What reality? What reality? The reality that they can't even realize themselves? You're gonna tell me Yaba's in fucking reality? She's a friggin' heifer and hides herself with a microphone. Give me a break. She looks like a cabbage patch in her 30s. Lay off the sodium and quit coming for me.
Darling, you were told by doctors to lay off the sodium. I'm not here defending Yaba, I don't know the lady, but you were told by doctors to lay off the sodium. You just put a wedge of cheese onto your bread there. And let's not forget that you are 40. And let's not pick an age, shall we?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you are. Goodbye. You're clearly a dumbass. What do you mean I know and you know I don't? Don't tell me what I know.
Because she knows nothing.
Get out of here. Seriously. I'll rage and swear if I want. I don't care how it makes me look.
You're not my mom. You can rage and swear if you want. It just makes you look more hypocritical. I say fuck as much as I like, and I tell people when they come to my channel and they're like, oh, I don't like that. All right, that's fair, I understand, but it's not going to change. I swear a lot. You don't have to get angry about it. If you're getting angry, that means the person who said it impacted you. There's no need for the internet audience to impact you in that way. And that's the problem with Foodie. She gets very emotional about everything, but never really acknowledges that if you really don't care, then there's no need to.
You ask me, that's my opinion. It's a community of dumb, fat people who make fun of fat people, bully other fat people. That's exactly what it is. And make up stupid shit. and try to think when people are going to die, waiting for people to die. You think I'm going to be nice to these people? Excuse me?
I do not expect her to be nice in the slightest. I also do not expect her to learn in the slightest. My freeze frames. Oh, I don't tend to put her in the thumbnail as just a thing, but I kind of want this shot. It never fails to shock me when she gets really angry and starts ranting about things that she put online. Like, this wasn't like, oh, someone saw a reflection in something and caught her in a lie. She had whole conversations about this. You cashed in on content about your health. Now there's a conversation about your health. It is shocking. Even with the consequences you have had, it is shocking that you're not in a worse condition, that you haven't had something permanent happen to you. And you don't seem to care because you're so used to getting away with things. Eventually, as you get older, those things come to cool. And I know it's a stereotype to be like, oh, you're 40 now, but Jesus, your body lets you know. I'm 41, I know. Don't think you can bounce back the way you did.
It's self-defense, Nixie. It's not offensive, it's defensive. Yeah, oh yeah, Keaton Bear, you're not modded? Okay, can you kick out all the stupid fucking assholes? Thank you. What's wrong with looking like me? I'm sorry. Like, I find I'm prettier than her in the face. I don't care.
I don't care who's prettier, but come on.
I'm not going to apologize for anything. I don't care. I'm not going to apologize for what I eat, for failing on a diet. Fuck everybody. And I'm not going to apologize for defending myself. I don't care.
I don't care either. She can rant as much as she wants. It's all just content to me. And she doesn't have to apologize either. Like, she gets enough shit online. She doesn't have to apologize. But ultimately, the only person impacted by her attitude is going to be her. Because in terms of her earning her money, which I have no problem her doing on YouTube, she is the one killing her own audience. And in terms of her own life, she's the one killing herself. She doesn't have to listen to doctors, but she has the consequences when she doesn't listen to doctors. She doesn't have to be pleasant to the 5 people who still like her, but not doing so just means that she gets less of an audience on the channel she gets paid for. These are all choices she gets to make, but don't be shocked when there are consequences.
Oh, it's the reality of it. Meanwhile, you're gonna listen to someone who's like in the 300 pounds? You're gonna listen to someone who's overweight trying to tell another fat person what their reality is? Stuff it. Another one's a friggin' doesn't even have a neck anymore and chain smokes. You think I'm gonna give a shit what these people say? And then they're planning my funeral. Excuse me.
Reality, you just went to the ER for your diabetes. Is it a kind thing to be like, oh, let's plan a funeral? No, it's probably not something I would do. But to look as a possible future, it is realistic, even if it's not kind. And perhaps if you were more willing to face that piece of reality, you would change it.
Reality check for yourself too. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's at like 370, which is reasonable based on her photos. Yeah, she's definitely obese. Like, she has no, she like has chipmunk cheeks. I don't know where she did. She has the nerve to, okay, chins. Imagine a freaking full-grown adult woman, mother, spending her career calling somebody chins. What the F kind of person are you? You're an idiot. Like, stop inbreeding. Stop it. Your family needs to stop inbreeding.
Darling, be careful. I'm not really one for reporting unless things really hit the fan, but I am not the only person in this community. You're just setting yourself up.
You get dumber and dumber. So yeah, I think all this started when someone asked me what I think of people planning my funeral. I don't, what kind of answer am I supposed to say to that? I mean, really.
You're really not. You're meant to recognize that someone is baiting you and just for once in your life, not paint the target on your own back.
Like, didn't people not realize how stupid and sick that is, or what?
Not realize how stupid and sick that is. Speaking of stupid and sick, didn't you just laugh at the fact that her kid's dad passed away from an overdose? That seems to be what you did at the beginning of this. Do we need to go back?
Fine. Chantal 2.0 because they just can't live without you. Yeah, they're trying to find someone else to pick on. How about you turn the camera around and pick on your effing self? Because you're a whole fucking cow and a half. You don't realize it. You're the biggest cows. You're dumb. I think her foot's gonna fall off. Wow, that's so inspirational content right there. You really make... how did people even not find that funny beyond the age of 6?
I don't know. She finds enough terrible things funny. Like, I'm not saying that anybody is better than anybody else. We're just not. We're all down in the mud together, as I have said before. But they are obviously smart enough to earn money doing this in a way that maintains their community and gets them paid. And that's something that Foodie has been struggling with. Now, not everybody is a supporter of every reactor. Not everybody needs to be. But they are doing precisely what Chantal is doing, but they're doing it more successfully. And that's really where the pain of this comes from. It's the fact that they are doing something that Chantal feels they're stealing from her, and they're doing it better.
Seriously. They always talk about how boring and I am and I never do anything and I'm lazy and I don't go out. Really? Where's your fucking Thailand vlog? Huh? Yep.
It was on my other channel before I deleted it, but I think I do have a Greece vlog on my Milk Tea Chilled channel. By the way, whenever I mention that channel, people say, oh, what's the link? It's Milk Tea Chilled, and it's in the... You know where you can recommend other channels? I think I've got Pulpy, I think I've got Smoky Steve on there. I've got my other channel on there as well. Excuse that bit of advertising, I just always get comments on it. But if you want to know, they're there. Does everybody travel? No. Does everyone need to travel? No. Does it mean they have a less full life? No. Some people like to do it, some people don't. Some people look more locally. I have travelled many places because I've worked many places. But forget nuance. Chantal just likes to really assume everybody's the same.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Shut up. Don't go anywhere. You know how many times I've traveled back and forth between Canada and the Middle East?
Right, so you've travelled back and forth between one place. And let's count this up. She didn't travel, like, if we're going to take travel as a mark of growth, I suppose. She travelled to Cuba. She admitted she hadn't travelled since, was it 2003, 2004? Then she travelled to Cuba. And now she lives in Kuwait, which is quite the experience, or would be if she did anything with it. And she goes back and forth whenever she needs something from Canada. It's not quite the same thing. It's more than you did, but it's not quite the same, is it? Bear in mind, she does not leave her house day to day. Yes, you physically got on a plane and it takes you out every time.
Something none of you could ever do. You would cry like a baby.
Really wouldn't, as I sit here in Oman, having lived in Saudi Arabia, having lived in China and Japan and Indonesia and Sweden and America. It wouldn't make me cry. And even if I had done none of those things, getting on a plane wouldn't make me cry. Because for most people, it's not as hard for us as it is for you. And that is 100% down to your physicality.
I don't know. She looks like she's on her last leg. On Your Mama's stream, one of her brain dead, stupid, moronic audience members was like, her mom should call a 8110 on her and have a doctor pick her up. Oh yeah, let's have a doctor from Canada come all the way to Kuwait and come and get me, a 40-year-old woman, and force me what to do. Yeah, sure. Darwin Award of the Year. Oh my God. I used to eat microwave cheese, yeah. I'm a food addict and I have an eating disorder. I know it's hard to believe for people, or people don't have any idea
it's not that hard
what
to
that
believe.
is. But
a lot of people know what that is. A portion of her audience came in because she was trying to lose weight. She's had lots of different ways to build audiences over the years because she uses them up so much, but a portion of them were recognizing what was going on with her and wishing her the best, as hard as that may be to believe now.
This is not sugary bread, YouTube lover. This is like, I'm allowed to eat whole grain carbs, like in moderation. I had it one piece.
That bread isn't great quality. Just as a point, it's not sugary bread in the sense that it has like sugar on it, but it's still quite over processed, and just because it looks a bit browner, it isn't that great for you.
So no, I don't agree with you, I'm sorry. I think eating sugary carbs, if I was eating like a little Debbie cake, yes. A little piece of multigrain baguette, no. I don't agree with that. They served me, YouTube lover, they served me white rice in the hospital.
When she was in the emergency room in Canada, or the hospital in Canada, they fed her apple juice. Like, because they're giving her diabetic medication, they're having to check how her sugars react. So that's going to mean things that you probably shouldn't eat day to day, they need to check how you're responding to before they send you back home. Don't take what they're testing your blood sugar with as a challenge.
Like, on a diabetic eating plan while I was there, so I mean, I don't know. And grapes. I don't know what I mean by how Western. It was just, I got very similar treatment, like.
You complain about Western treatment all the time. What are you talking about?
You know? Yeah, because, I mean, nutritious food is not addictive. You ever crave a carrot? You ever look at this and go, ooh. I mean, some of you sick-minded people might.
Why does she have a random carrot?
You're not going to be like, I'm going to go home and binge on carrots. No. Brianna, I'm a bitch. I don't know why you keep being surprised and saying yikes.
I don't know either, but you'd think she'd take the hint when her audience who are actually watching her on channel are like, maybe don't be like this.
Yes, that's just how I am, okay? I'm a sweary Christian, I hope. Yeah, you don't believe in God, right, damn it, Amber, because you get mad and swear sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I swear all the time. I actually don't believe in God, but I swear all the time. However, I didn't come onto my channel in a hijab professing to be a new modest person and then tell people to go F themselves.
It's not like I can pull off my hijab to friggin' swear. My husband would probably not like that too much.
It's almost
Just
as if
saying.
your hijab should mean something.
Every time I swear I'm gonna take my hijab off or what? No.
No, just change your behaviour. Change your behaviour to reflect the change you say you've made internally.
Or just, I don't know, ask for forgiveness later. I don't know.
Yeah, because nothing
I'm telling
matters.
you, if I can't tell people to F off once in a while, it's not living. I'm not gonna go on more insulin. Like, what am I gonna do? Be one of those people who takes insulin, injects more and more just so you can eat a friggin' large pizza?
She would 100% be that person, but I don't think that's how that works. I guess we'll see when she goes to the education seminar.
Like, no. That's exactly what you'll do. Yeah,
Yep.
no, I'm not doing that, Tammy.
She will absolutely do that. 8:03, if you need the timestamp.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking. That I'm like, what if I wanted to eat like junk food? Like, I'd have to inject insulin.
Oh, so you were thinking that. You've already thought that. Good to know.
Oh, okay, now I can eat. Like, that's so, it's so messed up.
That's what she would do with her
Okay,
oral
I have
medication.
anxiety right now.
Oh, and bear in mind, her health is none of our business, but she's going to inject this live on stream.
Okay, what? I don't want to take my blood.
I've had a few people talk about this. I've seen it on the conversations on Twitter. Like, she doesn't appear to clean the injection site. She doesn't appear to have any kind of sharps container. I know that, God, even Amber Lynn's mom, who is not a picture of responsibility in life, was like, hey, when she injected Amber Lynn, was like, hey, you need a sharps container. I'm not comfortable putting this in the trash. You think Foodie's going to do that? I think not.
Sugar before, but I'm not showing you what the result is. My heart's pounding, like, I'm about to take insulin.
Why do you sound so happy?
I won't show my blood sugar. Okay, so that's what it is. Now, insulin, let's see what happens. Am I supposed to
Oh,
just go in like that? Oh,
sorry. I don't like needles very much.
okay, 5 units.
I'd hate to have to inject myself.
Okay, where's my...
Sorry. No offense to anybody who does. I'm sure that you'd rather live than not live. I just, I would find it very difficult and hope to never be in the position where I have to.
I'm just gonna grab a piece of fat. So I throw this out every time, right? This needle?
Yeah,
Really?
sharps
I don't
container.
know. I'm gonna ask more at the doctor tomorrow because I don't know what I'm doing, honestly.
Yeah, but complain more about the fact that you have the appointment.
I also hate that those shit people make fun of diabetes. Like, how is that funny? Like,
Who is making fun of diabetes? No one. Everyone's saying, are you mad? This is terrible. You ate yourself into a completely avoidable situation. There are many people who don't have a choice over diabetes, who were born with it or have to manage it for different reasons. Foodie was not one of those people, and she has been warned about diabetes 1,000 times. People have made fun of her actions, but I'm sorry, if you're going to showcase such idiocy, all you're doing is saying, I'm choosing this disorder.
remember when people thought this mark on my lip was a crack pipe burn?
It was like a pipe burn. And then she said it was like a razor or something. And then she was using that lip plumper that always makes her face swell up.
You guys are tied to having C. diff previously as well. I want to.
Oh, I can't actually hear her, sorry. See if I can turn her up a little bit. She suddenly got quite quiet.
You guys are tied to having C. diff previously as well. I want to. No, it's not.
Kind of wish I hadn't heard that. She said UTIs are tied to having C. diff previously too.
Not C. diff. It's blood sugar related. The doctor said that you get infections. Like if your blood sugar, mine was super high.
What she did. She's usually really careful not to show that, but look at the mess.
Oh great, my table's messy. Oh,
Yeah.
table's messy.
Ooh, and that doesn't look that great either.
Yes, it is very messy actually. So we have
What's she doing?
from when I took my blood, my glasses, like injection, random condiments here, juice.
Why does she have carrots? I'm so confused. That is a styrofoam, like a family pack of carrots that you get at the supermarket. Why are they on her table? Why are they not in her kitchen? Is she just eating random carrots and a cucumber?
Homemade pickles, carrots, the soup bowl I was eating from, Kleenex, my coffee from earlier, coffee chip,
Why?
dishes,
What a mess.
garlic, peaches,
Where is the used needle? It should be somewhere safe.
Pokemon ball, coffee from today, and knife. This can go in the garbage.
So
There's no space
dirty.
here, but I'll just, the garbage is in the kitchen, so when I have things that go in the kitchen, I put them here like this. Yeah, so that's about it. That's my hoard. That's the new litter. I gotta change her litter. That's our wall of water. My mop. my front door. I'm keeping my blood machine open because I'm going to test it again. See, I have panty liners in my purse.
Oh, I didn't need to know that.
Just in case. Sometimes you sneeze and dribble, you know?
Oh. I'm not saying that things don't happen as you get older, but there are things you don't need to tell the internet, my darling.
Especially if you have kidney infection.
Dude, you just injected yourself. Why is the little blood machine killing you?
I hate that. Please work. How did it go higher? My blood sugar went higher. Did I eat something since then?
You did eat
Did I have a
something.
peach before or after the insulin? I'm not telling you.
You will tell
I'm
us.
not telling you what the number is. I had it before. It's like 3 points higher than what it was.
You just ate sugary fruit.
I just ate gum, but it wasn't like, it's supposed to be sugar-free.
You just ate sugary fruit and some other food. Even if it's not massively unhealthy food, one, it's going to have an impact on your blood sugar, but two, this is what people mean about eating for your needs. Her blood sugar is still pretty unregulated, so I imagine it would take a few days for her to start responding and leveling out to all the medication she's now on. But you still see that mindset, oh, I'll just take it and I'll be fine. As part of a managed life, yes, but it's not a miracle worker.
How can you be higher on insulin? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Talk to the doctor.
When you're still fighting an infection? Like, I seriously want to cry. I'm so frustrated right now. Like, so frustrated. Maybe the peach, like, I can't eat anything at all with, like, just basically...
Okay, and this is a point that I think she is really going to struggle with. Now, I wouldn't completely lose your mind when you're so short on information. Go talk to the doctor and get what the reasonable expectations are. But yes, and this is going to just really get her. She's at the point where her condition is so severe, she does have to make severe changes. She is past the point where she makes little changes. And that may mean for her, despite the fact that some people with diabetes can manage their condition to the extent that they have a balanced diet, they can include some things if they're careful, what she considers healthy may still impact her because she's trying to manage so many conditions. So she's got to let go of this idea of, but this is healthy, and actually go on the doctor recommendation. There's no way around this.
Broccoli and fucking steamed fish, right? That's all I have to eat from now on.
Look how angry she is.
I didn't eat anything really unhealthy. I mean, what did I eat?
Bread,
Lentils.
cheese,
Maybe the bread.
peaches.
Just a small piece.
It was a fairly big piece, but you also put 2 wedges of cheese on. You ate pickles earlier. Like, this is what I'm saying. What she considers healthy is not necessarily.
Oh my god. What kind of life is this? I can't even eat a peach.
She needs an eating plan from a doctor that she'll actually
bread,
follow.
not even a piece. I'm seriously, like, just gonna cut it all out for real.
I hope you
Like,
do.
that's insane.
For the
Like,
sake of your own life.
Since I took the insulin, it went up 3 points. That's ridiculous. Okay, guys, thank you for... I'm gonna go. Goodbye, guys. Thank you.
Okay, and we're going to leave it there. I hope that the doctor gives her some kind of plan. I don't think she'll stick to it, but at some point, it's going to be do it or death. And I'm hoping we don't get to that point, but there we go. Like, she doesn't know how to eat, and accepting that right now is the best chance she's got. So even if she doesn't like it, take a plan the doctor gives her, or take the need she has and go to an actual dietitian and have them create a plan for her. I don't think she'll stick to it if she does, but I think it's her only hope at this point. All right, I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to edit this down, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.